Oh, hello. I am the Psychedelic Seal, and I am damn excited to start this. We are going to play some Wind Waker Randomizer. I have a lot of settings on, 217 possible locations, and yeah, I'll just go ahead and just get right into it. I've never done a randomizer before, and I'm just excited. All right, let's get started. So we got Seal right here, looking ever so fresh in that mint tunic. Look at that. Look at that. And yeah, let's go and go over the quality of life stuff that I have right off the back. So I have the HD texture mod by Hypatia, and y'all can see what it looks like and that it looks damn good. I think it looks better than the Wind Waker HD that was for the Wii U IMO. We also have Swift Sail equipped. We start with the sword. I will do a swordless one of these, but for my first one, I wanted to take it a little bit easier. We have another quality of life that if I press down on the D-pad, I can get a second menu option that'll be good for sailing specifically. I do have the Triforce charts as things that might be needed for story progression, but I don't have general C charts. I am so excited to do this. God, I do love that mint with that ever so fresh lilac. What's under Grandma's house? Okie dokie then. Starting off hot. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to Windfall. That has the most checks we can do right now. Yeah, I actually just completed this game all the way about a month ago. So it's still kind of fresh in my mind, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but not really. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Okay, 2 Triforce shards in the first 2 checks. This is going to be a quick one. This is a baby seed. Watch me get so brick walled. Oh, you'll notice some stutters like that. That is a-okay and completely to be expected. This was in my Pokemon video. I was mentioning that I had this texture pack installed. So to give you an idea of how gnarly this is, it is the base game on Dolphin is about 500 megabytes. You got Maggie's letter. That's really convenient if I had a delivery bag. Hey, hell yeah, dude. The HD texture pack is 10 gigabytes. So that gives you kind of idea of how gnarly it is. 100% worth it though. But I'm running a Radeon 5700 and it pushes the limits. Plus I have 16 gigs of RAM. It like maxes it out. I mean, that's at like 1080p too. This thing, you can upscale all the way up to, you might be able to do 8K. I know you can do 4K for sure. Yeah, so going back to 3D Zelda, I had never finished a game because growing up I had oh, there it is right there. I had an Ocarina of Time, like one of those strategy books, the ones that had okay, piece of heart. One of those ones that had like the awesome like illustrations with like maps of every dungeon. And I remember bringing that to school when I was younger and just looking through it because I thought it was so cool. An ill effect of having that strategy guide was me following that strategy guide to a T, meaning that I was on my very first playthrough of the game, I was trying to get every heart piece, every gold Skulltula, and the Cabana deed. That means we can go over to that island when we get the chance. That's awesome. That makes another check. I was going through the game like I had tried from the point that I was like 8 years old all the way up until I was like 20, just starting college, and I had never been able to get all the way through it because yeah, it's just a little bit of a gargantuan task being able to 100% a massive game like Ocarina of Time with your first time playing it. Plus, it makes you lose a lot of sight of the story, and I honestly don't even remember the story that much. So I'm gonna do a blind playthrough, a quote-unquote blind playthrough on this channel, but that's in the future. Then I never played Majora's Mask, and yes, of course, I put in Sploosh Kaboom. I like Sploosh Kaboom quite a bit. Yeah, so I never owned Majora's Mask. One that I definitely need to get around to playing because I like how dark that seems. Let's see how many times I will fail Splish. Ooh. And then I did own the Wind Waker for GameCube, but I never got past, well, I got past Dragon Roost Cavern, but I never went beyond that. I never even like arrived at Forest Haven. And I had Twilight Princess for the Wii, and it was like same thing. I had the strategy guide, would look at it all the time, but never just brought myself to finish playing it. Oh, ooh, we got something going here. Oh my god. Yo, we got it second try. So I get an orange rupee and I get a piece of heart. Okay. Twilight Princess, god, I hardly got anywhere with that. I do have the emulator on my computer right now, so I'll get around to that eventually. Just because I was so obsessed with trying to 100% the game on the very first run through, I never actually even completed the game to begin with. Wow, I got really lucky in Sploosh Kaboom. And I got a quiver. Okay, so whenever I find the bow, that's gonna be sick. Like the same thing happened when I played, I think it was the second Assassin's Creed. Oh god, they had like doves or some kind of weird bird. And I was in the same mode. Like I had some guide open on like game FAQs, or I always call it game facts. I had that open and went through and caught every single bird. I think I was on like the second to last stage. And I remember it being like a Thanksgiving weekend here in the States. And I was just like, what in the actual hell am I doing? And then I turned it off and like went to go get leftovers or something. And I have never picked up an Assassin's Creed game since. I would be interested in maybe playing, I think it's Black Flag, or there's one where you're like on the water, right? Because I do love sailing. I love ocean themed games. And it's a big reason why I immediately took such an affinity for this one. So I'd like to play that. Yeah, like I was saying with Ocarina of Time, is that when you're so concerned about trying to find all of the collectibles, you really do kind of lose a bit of sight of why you're playing the game in the first place, which is kind of for the story, or at least for me, that's the case. Because usually Zelda, there are predictable, a lot of Nintendo games are predictable storylines, but they're still, oh, go away. They're still really good storylines. And the fact that I was able to kind of sit down and play this one and appreciate the storyline really made me love it a lot more than if I had completed it back when I was, in my teens. Now come back here, you child. I will end you. I hate this kid. This is the one that he sticks his chest out and puts his arms behind him. I don't know why, but just the sight of him makes me a little angry. Oh, dude, she was just doing a jig. Did you see that? I am so sorry to have interrupted her. Snap, snap. Oh, dude, he just juked me. What do we get? Okay, another piece of heart. Okay, and let's see what El Teacher or La Teacher. God, what is teacher? Teacher, Jesus. What is teacher in Spanish? And silver rupee that we can barely hold. Okay, we got our first treasure chart. Yay! Okay, so we have to wait around for night for anything else here. Okay, that's acceptable. Because I did put on spoils, all the spoil trading quests and things. Those are a thing. They're going on with that whole 3D Zelda thing. So I watched a lot of different YouTube. Small Ant was actually the one that got me back wanting to really do another, making more videos and maybe even get into streaming. I know that he does Breath of the Wild stuff, so just by association I've gotten recommended Breath of the Wild stuff, and I've stayed away. Okay, sure. Oh, that means we could probably, if we get one more, that means we can do Temple of Time, or not Temple of Time, Tower of the Gods soon. But yeah, so I am avoiding anything about Breath of the Wild like the plague. Because even when I wasn't, playing many video games, I had heard about how amazing it was. And I definitely will play it at some point. That I can guarantee. I just need to get a Switch first. I had a PS4 for a little bit, and when I first got it, I played the absolute hell out of, it was Call of Duty World War II. That was like the new Call of Duty. I'm just like, oh my god, they're going back to Call of Duty like in World War II. And I thought it was like the dopest thing in the world because, yeah, when I was like 14 and 16, I moved away from the Wii because I was like every other 14-year-old boy and was just like, no, the Wii is not for the cool kids. You gotta have an Xbox 360 if you want to be one of the cool kids. Never had a Wii U because I was, not really playing video games much at the time. Haven't came up with an excuse to buy a Switch yet. I really want to go through and finish all of the 3D Zelda games. All right, wait. We'll get on with that in a second. I gotta focus. Alrighty. Shit. Nope. Easy game. All right, and let's run it back. Poop. Yo, I'm trash right now, dude. Okay, this is the one. Mark my words. Damn it. I'm gonna get this eventually. You underestimate how stubborn I am, game. This dude's probably thinking, yo, this is the 25-letter guy? The 25-letter guy that I've heard so much about? Man, yo, he ain't shit. I think this guy cheated before. Oh, dude, I was so careful because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna miss it and accidentally go to a different one. This is just like when I was a kid, and I will tell you that story if I can actually get this. Oh my good God, I finally did it. Yo, he is just... I love this dude's passion for sorting mail. Oh, that is actually extremely useful. All right, let's go sailing. Let's just go sail around for a bit. Like I was saying, I never played through this game when I was a kid, but I sure as hell remember that mini game. I spent more time than the rest of the game, like just playing that mini game. More time than looking over the overworld and sailing, then going through dungeons, replaying the intro, which I did like 17 times because I'm just like, oh no, this is the time that I'm gonna beat it. Like there was like a good afternoon where I just did that for like, are you kidding me? Okay. Like I just did that for like a solid 2 to 3 hours, I would say. And I had the time of my life. But what I was gonna say, that's like one of the awesome parts about being a kid, and maybe like why Zelda is honestly like such a successful series. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why it is, but like why I really liked it and have always had a fascination with it is, first off, because I had those awesome guides and the artwork in those were just absolutely amazing. They always had things like in Ocarina of Time, I played the slingshot game hella, and honestly, all of the child dungeons were just a lot of fun to go through regardless. What do we got? Dude, are you serious? Wow, we are finding all of them Triforce shards. We've had 16 locations check. So a quarter of our locations have been Triforce pieces. All of the child dungeons in Ocarina of Time were a lot of fun. Honestly, in this game, it's the post office game was so much fun, but also I just had a blast exploring Outset Island when I was a kid. I just thought it was, oh, this one. Dude, I hate the mini blends. Yeah, but just like exploring Outset when I was a kid, like I would spend probably 2 to 3 hours before I even like went anywhere else in the entire game, just because I was so enamored with Outset. I just thought it was like the coolest place. It was so playful. The art style just went along with how everything was like really just lighthearted kind of. Literally give me any other enemy in the entire game and I will take like the same amount as whatever I faced in there. I will take. I hate those mini blends so much. The one thing like I hate about nighttime when you're sailing the sea is you don't get that epic music. I absolutely adore the music. Like the music in this game is also something that I really absolutely love. Like you get the awesome Dragon Roost music. Everything in this game, or at least sonically wise, is just, it makes me real happy. Yeah, like especially like the Great Fairy theme right here. Also the fact that the Great Fairies are just 7,000 times better than how they are in Ocarina of Time. Fight me. This is just so serene. You got like almost the stars in the background. You got this pedal thing going on. Then you got a Tingle statue. It's all just amazing. Oh, this is also a good place to farm joy pendants if I had the grappling hook. If I had one. And I will contend that I do think moblins are the hardest enemy in this game. Because I find the dark nuts super easy, but I never really got super used to fighting the moblins. Oh no, I died. I never have died in this game. No, I am trash. Oh my god, are we finally done? Yeah, but like what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted and just getting absolutely bent by some moblins is I've been watching hella more retro cartoons lately. And by hella, I mean mostly just watching clips on YouTube, which is why I was thinking of the Fairly Odd Parents. But yeah, I definitely spent 45 minutes last night watching tier ranking of all the Ed, and Eddie characters. Oh my god, I forgot how much I love that show. Yeah, that was like that was my jam growing up. We would have like VHSs and I would record episodes of Ed, and Eddie on the VHS. And then like pause scene for scene and all the dialogue and like recreate it. I was like 7 or 8 and my handwriting was trash because I was 7 or 8. But my mom, who has really nice handwriting, would like write it in for me. She's number 1 for that. That, and I did that a little bit with Fairly Odd Parents as well. I was definitely a Cartoon Network kid. You were either a Cartoon Network kid or you were a Nickelodeon kid, or you could have been a Disney kid. The fact that I don't even think about it shows you that I wasn't a Disney kid. I watched SpongeBob, I watched Fairly Odd Parents on Nickelodeon. Yo, this was worth it though. Yeah, so a little bit of Jimmy Neutron, and that was a little bit of iCarly too, and of course Drake and Josh. Well, also Cartoon Network had a lot of like the more weird ones. Like it had the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, which I really liked. It had Ed, and Eddie. Ed, and Eddie. Courage the Cowardly Dog was my absolute favorite growing up, and like probably the reason why I love horror movies so much now. A little bit more juice. The juice. They also had like all of the reruns. They had that boomerang thing. So like Tom and Jerry and the Flintstones and the Jetsons, they had all of the reruns of that. Watch a hell of a lot of Tom and Jerry. Dude, Tom and Jerry still slaps. Oh, you bastards. I don't want to die again. Oh my god, it's over. Thank god. Almost guaranteed this is gonna be trash. Oh, you know what? I'll eat my words all the time. They're so damn tasty. I said, oops. Let me play you the song of my people. Do you like my sail? Fine, you don't like my damn sail. You don't gotta set a homie on fire. Oh, thank God. Because it looks like it might be needed. Yo, this got some like freaking Battlefield type arrow drop. I mean, that's why being like an archer in Oblivion was like hard as hell. For some, like I got a used copy of Oblivion from GameStop, like one of the ones that even have like the actual, okay, treasure chart, like didn't even have like the actual like disc case or anything like that. It was just like a paper sleeve, which I hated, but I'm just like, oh, whatever, it's cheap, let me give it a shot. I think I had some like deal where I could get like a used game for free if it was under $10 or something like that. So I'm just like, I'll pick this up. But I remember absolutely hating it. Like I thought it was way too slow. I'm just like, oh my god, it takes like 15-20 minutes to get anywhere, and I'm not the biggest RPG player. Like I was never really able to get into Skyrim. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, it takes way too long to get anywhere. Like I don't see like myself playing this game for super. Dude, where are you going? Let me check your wares. Dude's just jetting. Had to cut him off in traffic. Heart piece, treasure chart, blue rupee. Sweet. Those are all checks that we do not need. Bye-bye. Bye. Took a few hours off. I'm just like, all right, like let's give this one more shot. I literally just got the game. I played it for like 2 hours. There has to be something. Like this is supposed to be an amazing game. What am I missing? And then I figured out you could fast travel, and I would be staying up until like 3 to 4 a.m. for like 2 weeks straight, and I beat just about every single one of those quest lines in Oblivion. I have tried, like I had New Vegas, Fallout, we're switching subjects now. I had Fallout New Vegas for the Xbox 360, never was really able to get into it. I have it again for this PC because I got it on sale. It got further than I did for sure, but still, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Bethesda games. It's just something about the style that I don't think I like. Plus, like, I have things that I do outside of video games. I also like to make content. And those games, especially if you're playing them for the first time, they just weren't so much time to be committed to them to, I think, really appreciate the full experience. And I don't have that time right now. One day I will. Oh, I got a Tingle statue. Whoopity-doo. And I know the replay value of those games, since it's so customizable and it is amazing. It's just getting that first one. It seems to be a little hard for me. There's also just so many games that I want to play right now, though. I would love to get a Switch and get into Breath of the Wild, do Super Mario Odyssey, the new Pokemon games, and that's just on Switch. And then I downloaded a new game called, well, new for me. It's not like a new game. I think it came out in 2015 called Chroma Squad. It looks like a 8-bit sort of turn-based RPG. I want to play Celeste and Hollow Knight. There's another game, like an indie game called Plokoth that I downloaded that I want to try. There's just so many things that I want to play. Yo, these rats are taking bombs to the dome like it ain't nothing, like it's cheese. Okay, nothing. Cool. And then I need to go through every 3D Zelda game because, damn, they are fun. They are a lot of fun. We can also go ahead and check what the 20 rupee item is because I forgot to do that earlier. It's a Triforce chart we might need. And then, yeah, I'm still doing the Link to the Past speed run, so those have to keep getting done. And as soon as I'm doing that, done with that, I feel like I'm going to do at least a couple randomizers since, all of that work is basically to do a randomizer. Oh my god, it is so much fun learning how to speed run that game. Like, there's just a level of, that first one where you're taking a real loose is fun for sure. But then you start to get a little bit more serious about it, and there's a lot of ebbs and flows to it. But then there's just a satisfaction you get, where just I did that super well. I did that boss fight super well. And if you attack me, I will end your life, bird. You're not being that chill. You're not being that chill, bird. So you're just gone now? I can't even murder you. I swear to God. Don't do it. Dude. I'm so mad at that bird, I'm not even going to pick up the golden feather. It's dirty. I don't want no dirty bird. Why do I feel like that's actually something that's not PG-13? Hey, that's actually useful. What we can do, since it's actually night, we're going to warp on over to Windfall, check all the auction items. How's it hanging? Yeah, that's kind of necessary. Yeah, let's, ooh, it's the 5 rupee item too. Nice. Not even intentional. Cool. So we got all 3 pearls, which means Temple of Time is open. Why do I keep saying Temple of Time? It's Tower of Gods. For all of the other 3D Zelda games, I'm really trying to stay spoil free. I don't need that. So yeah, I was watching an Ocarina of Time retrospective / video essay. I love those things so much. Especially when the person put a lot of, you can tell they put a lot of effort into it and it's just really well done. Oh, it's one of my favorite things. So I think that's why it's on the mind. I keep mixing up Tower of Gods with Temple of Time. All right, don't need that. That's the 60 item. Oh, awesome. Don't even have to worry about it. I shall hide. I am the knight. Yo, look how fast he crawls. Swiggity swooty. Like the knight. Damn it. What you do, ba, da, da. Skibbity ba, ba, oop, ba, 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 wow. Look. Oh, why you gotta mess up my rhythm? Yeah! Damn it. I'm just gonna go do the Maggie check right now. I'm here. Here's the thing. Chances are if I do it now, it's gonna be something... I completely get this is all predetermined. But if I do it now, it'll probably be something that I don't need. But if I wait until later, it'll be something that I need. That's how this game works, right? What you got for your boo thing? You got bombs. It kind of helps. I hate how sad the fairy looks inside the bottle of this game. I'd still rather fight these guys than any number of those damn mini blends. Yo, he just smacked his homie so... You think Ganon has HR? Yo, Steve smacked the fuck out of me. Here, where are you, my gentle steed? Yo! Homie jumped into me and I just catapulted him off. Oh, that's great. Okay, I'll take that. Hoi! We got a cyclone. Might as well, man. Might as well. You will teach me your song. What does your song teach us, Frogman? It teaches us the feather. Cool. So I think that's pretty much it for today. We got a lot of good progress done, got a lot of Triforce pieces out of the way real early. And next time we're just gonna keep exploring the Great Sea, get through some of, I almost said Temple of Time again, but it's Tower of Gods. See how far we can get past in that, and maybe see if any of the other dungeons open up to us.